Stop eating these 7 worst fruits. They are destroying your leg strength. Have you ever wondered why, despite eating well, exercising, and doing everything right, your legs feel weaker and weaker? Why does every step seem steeper than before? Why does getting out of a chair take longer now than it did a few years ago? Is it just aging? Or is there something else silently affecting your body? This is where you might be in for a big surprise. The problem isn't always what you're not doing. It's what you are already doing every day without knowing how much it's hurting you. Millions of older adults make a silent mistake every day. They eat certain fruits with complete confidence, believing they are making a healthy choice. Because, of course, all our lives we've been told that fruits are natural, good, full of vitamins. And generally, they are. But not all fruits are equal. The truth nobody tells you is this. There are fruits that, although they seem harmless, can weaken your legs, inflame your joints, and make walking more difficult each passing week. Yes, healthy fruits that could be undermining your mobility, balance, and strength, without you even noticing. And the worst part, the damage isn't immediately apparent. It's subtle, progressive, until one day you feel a sharp pain in your calves, a strange stiffness when climbing stairs, or an uncomfortable heaviness in your knees. In this video, I will reveal the 7 most dangerous fruits for your legs after age 60, and what you can eat instead to stay strong, steady, and pain-free. So stay until the end. This information could be the wake-up call your body was waiting for. But first, if you care about your health, click subscribe. Activate the bell so you don't miss more vital tips like this, and leave a comment telling me which country you're watching from. If this resonates with you, comment A1 below. If not, comment 0. Your voice matters more than you imagine. Let's go to the first point. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. Many older adults who eat healthily, take daily walks, manage their weight, and follow good habits still feel their legs getting weaker. The reason? Their healthy diet might be hiding a silent poison, fruits that are no longer suitable for an aging body. Did you know that certain compounds like natural sugars, fruit acids, and even certain enzymes can inflame your joints and damage circulation in your legs if you are over 60? What was once healthy can now be harmful. With the passage of time, our blood vessels become more fragile. Circulation is reduced, metabolism slows down, and the body doesn't process certain foods the same way. The result? Pain when walking, inexplicable swelling, nighttime cramps, loss of stability, and even increased risk of falls. And all of this can start with something as common as a fruit in your breakfast. That's why today I will show you, one by one, the fruits you should avoid, and which options are much safer and more beneficial for your age. And get ready, because the first on this list is one of the most recommended for inflammation, but it might be causing the opposite effect on your legs. Now, the natural anti-inflammatory, the hidden danger of pineapple tropical, juicy, refreshing, and for years praised for its supposed ability to reduce inflammation thanks to an enzyme called bromelain. But here's the truth nobody tells you. In older adults, pineapple might be doing more harm than good. Yes, it contains bromelain, but it's also loaded with strong acids and natural sugars. And these two elements, in a body with weaker circulation and slower metabolism, can become a real problem. What happens when you eat pineapple after 60? Your blood sugar levels spike rapidly. And although that sugar is natural, your vascular system, more fragile with age, doesn't tolerate it as before. That glucose spike directly affects the smallest blood vessels, especially those that supply your legs and feet. The result? Less oxygen in your muscles. Fatigue when walking, dull pain in your calves, stiffness in knees and ankles, even after sitting, and there's more. Pineapple's acidity, combined with any pre-existing issues like arthritis or joint inflammation, acts like fuel on a lit flame. It causes that slight, constant burning in the ankles, that sharp pain in the knees, that feeling that legs feel heavier. And if you are taking medications like blood thinners or anti-inflammatories, bromelain can interfere. This can make your medications stronger than necessary, or weaker. Both situations are risky. The most worrying thing of all is that there are no immediate symptoms. It doesn't hurt right after eating it. But over time, that damage silently accumulates, and one day you realize you struggle to walk like you used to, and you don't know why. And meanwhile, you still think you're eating something healthy. So, what to do? You don't need to hate pineapple, but if you already suffer from chronic leg pain, inflammation, or stiffness, limit its consumption and see if you feel improvement. And don't worry. In the coming chapters, you will discover fruits that do help alleviate pain, improve circulation, and strengthen your legs. But first, we have another fruit with a misleading reputation. It's believed to strengthen muscles, but it might be draining your strength every day. Let's move on to it. Chapter 3. The Potassium Imposter. How banana can weaken your muscles. The banana. Sweet, soft, rich in potassium. And for decades considered the best friend of muscles. But when you pass age 60, this friend can turn into a silent enemy. Let's see why. Bananas are full of natural sugars and fast-digesting carbohydrates. This means that right after eating one, your blood sugar levels jump sharply. And here comes the problem. In an older body, metabolism no longer regulates insulin as it used to. This causes inflammation and weakens blood flow, especially in areas with already compromised circulation, the legs. Have you felt that heaviness in your legs after eating? Slight pain when climbing stairs or walking a little longer than usual? Stiffness in your calves upon waking? It could be the banana, that healthy snack you eat every day with the best intentions. And that's not all. Banana also promotes fluid retention, especially if you already have a heart condition or high blood pressure. The result: swollen ankles, puffy feet, stiff joints, more pressure on knees and hips, and the effect is subtle. You keep thinking it's helping your muscles, but little by little, it might be taking away your mobility and energy. The most deceptive part? You don't notice it immediately. But over time, walking costs more, your legs feel heavier, and you think it's just age. If you eat bananas frequently and are suffering from tired legs, muscle pain, or swelling, it might be time to pause and observe the results. Later, I'll show you which fruits truly help your muscles without overloading your body. But first, we have to talk about an even smaller fruit. Seemingly harmless, easy to eat in large quantities, but which might be fueling your inflammation without you realizing it. Let's discover it now. Now, number 4. Small, sweet, and destructive. The hidden danger of grapes. Small, juicy, easy to eat, and often promoted as good for the heart. But when we talk about swollen legs, joint pain, and reduced mobility in older adults, grapes can be a silent trigger. Why? Grapes contain a high amount of fructose, a type of sugar that the body absorbs quickly, but which, in excess, turns into fat and uric acid. And here's the real problem. Uric acid tends to accumulate in joints, especially in areas like the toes, ankles, knees, and calves. The result? Sharp pain in the big toe at night, stiffness in calves when walking, unexpected swelling in the knees, burning in the feet for no apparent reason. All of this can be related to a fruit that looks so innocent. But there's more. Fructose also fuels chronic inflammation, increasing pressure in your legs and reducing your ability to move nimbly. And you know the most dangerous part? Grapes are too easy to consume in excess. One here, another there. And before you know it, you've eaten 2 or 3 cups. That's a direct hit to your metabolism and circulation, especially if you are over 60. Do these symptoms sound familiar? Walks that were once easy now feel tiring. Joint pain after eating something, light. Difficulty climbing stairs without discomfort in the ankles. Grapes could be behind all of that. So, what to do? You don't have to eliminate them completely. but you should control the amount, especially if you already suffer from inflammation or joint problems. A much safer alternative will come in the next chapters. And speaking of misleading fruits, the next one has a watery appearance, mild flavor, and a reputation for being the queen of hydration. But it might be acting as a sugar bomb for your legs. Let's move on to it. Now, how watermelon can wear down your legs. Watermelon. Light. Refreshing. Practically all water. It's the summer fruit. A symbol of hydration and low calories. But here's a little-known warning, especially important for older adults. Watermelon can be silently sabotaging your legs. Why? Because despite its innocent appearance, watermelon has a very high glycemic index. This means it raises your blood sugar almost as fast as a candy. And as we already know, sugar spikes in older people are a recipe for disaster. Internal inflammation. Weakened circulation, reduced muscle oxygenation, pain and heaviness in legs, ankles, and knees. After eating watermelon, it's common to feel a kind of sudden fatigue in the legs, slight swelling in the ankles, and even stiffness when walking. And all of that happens even though you think you're just hydrating. Furthermore, watermelon is so easy to eat in large portions. One slice turns into 2, then half a watermelon. The problem? Every bite loads your body with sugar, metabolic stress, and more inflammation. And if you already suffer from circulatory problems, arthritis, or morning stiffness, the impact is even greater. Your body doesn't need more liquid in the form of sugar. It needs glucose stability, less inflammation, and better circulation. The solution? Reduce excessive consumption of watermelon, especially at night or on an empty stomach. If you have swollen or heavy legs, try leaving it out for a week and see how your body feels. And if that surprises you, get ready. Because the next fruit is even more popular. Present in breakfasts, natural juices, vitamin C supplements, and considered a symbol of immunity. But it might be an acid bomb for your joints. The hidden attack of orange and other acidic fruits. Aromatic, bright, universal symbol of vitamin C, present in morning juices, supplements, and everything related to strengthening the immune system. But there's something that isn't said enough. In older adults, citrus fruits like oranges can cause more pain than benefit. The reason? Oranges contain high concentrations of citric acid, and while this may be tolerable in younger bodies, in adults over 60, it can cause direct inflammation in the joints. Have you felt this? Stiffness in the knees upon waking up, persistent pain in the hips after sitting, heaviness in the legs for no apparent reason, feeling that moving costs more at the end of the day. Many times we attribute this to age, but it can be linked to the daily consumption of orange juice or similar fruits like tangerines, grapefruits, or kiwis. What happens in your body? When citric acid enters the bloodstream, it irritates joint tissues, especially if there is already chronic inflammation or osteoarthritis. And if you combine it with the natural sugars in the fruit, the cocktail is explosive. Sugar spikes, dull pain, more inflamed joints, reduced flexibility. Do you drink orange juice on an empty stomach? That common habit might be fueling that morning discomfort in your knees and ankles. What can you do? Limit the consumption of concentrated citrus juices. Prefer less acidic fruits that are gentler on the joints. We'll talk about those in the next chapter. Remember, it's not about eliminating all vitamin C. It's about knowing where you get it from and how your body receives it now that it has changed with age. And if a fruit as healthy as an orange can have this effect, imagine what one that is green, crunchy, and low in sugar can do, but which contains a hidden acid that slowly attacks your legs. Let's move on to the next one. The green apple, a hidden threat to your legs. Crunchy, fresh, with an acidic taste that many associate with cleanliness, lightness, and a healthy diet. And while it does have less sugar than other fruits, it contains two problematic elements for older adults: malic acid, and hidden natural sugars. Let's start with malic acid. This compound is what gives the green apple that acidic and refreshing taste. But when you're over 50, your digestive system and joint tissues become more sensitive. The result? Slight burning in the legs after eating, pain in the thighs or hips without a clear reason, nighttime tingling in feet, feeling of stiffness in the knees upon waking. All of this can be caused by the slow accumulation of malic acid in a body that already has underlying inflammation. And then there's the other problem. Although green apples don't seem sweet, they still contain natural sugars. And in older adults with slow metabolisms, these sugars can cause glucose spikes, more inflammation, more swelling, more pain. Do you often eat green apples as a snack or right before bed? It might be contributing to nighttime cramps, dull pain in the ankles, muscle fatigue when climbing stairs, feeling of numb legs when sitting, and the most deceptive thing is that it seems like a perfect fruit. It looks clean, light, without visible sugar, but that doesn't mean it's harmless for your age and current condition. So, what to do? After everything we've seen so far, you might be asking yourself, so I can't eat fruit anymore. The good news is that not only can you, but you should, as long as you choose the ones that are right for your age and for the needs of your current body. Because just as some fruits can cause inflammation, pain, and weaken your legs, others can become true allies for your health. There are fruits that strengthen, relieve joints, and help you move with more freedom, energy, and safety. Let's start with red berries, such as blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. They are small, but powerful. Rich in antioxidants and with a low glycemic index, they don't sharply raise blood sugar, which is essential after age 50, when metabolism no longer responds as before. These fruits help improve circulation, especially in the legs, reduce inflammation, and alleviate the slight swelling that many feel even after a short walk. Another great ally is the cherry, provided it's consumed in moderation. What many don't know is that cherries help reduce uric acid in the blood, which can alleviate pain in the knees, ankles, and toes. If you've ever suffered from gout or joint inflammation, this fruit can give you real relief. Just a handful a day can make a difference. And yes, you might be surprised to learn that avocado is a fruit. Unlike sweet fruits, avocado is rich in healthy fats that lubricate joints, reduce inflammation from within, and stabilize insulin levels. That means constant energy, without those ups and downs that leave you feeling weak and with heavy legs. One avocado a day, spread between meals, can become natural medicine for your mobility. We also have papaya, a soft, digestive tropical fruit with natural enzymes that aid both digestion and the reduction of silent inflammation. It's ideal for those who feel heaviness or muscle pain after eating, or have a more delicate stomach with age. And we can't forget the pear, a frequently underestimated fruit. Its sweetness is moderate, it's rich in water, and gentle on the digestive system. When combined with a little plain yogurt or some nuts, it becomes a perfect snack that provides energy without causing inflammation, swelling, or harming circulation. Ultimately, it's not about eliminating fruit, but about choosing those that go hand in hand with your current body. Fruits that nourish, that heal, and that accompany your age with wisdom. When you make that conscious change, you feel it. There's less pain, more flexibility, lighter mornings, and steadier steps. If you've made it this far, I want you to know something very important. You matter. You care about your health, your independence, your well-being. And that already puts you ahead of 90% of people who simply accept pain as a normal part of aging. Let me tell you something no one else tells you. It's not too late. You still have time to improve your strength, your mobility, and your quality of life. You don't need extreme solutions. You just need to start with small, conscious, and consistent decisions. One fruit at a time, one change at a time, a choice that strengthens instead of weakens. Today you discovered that some fruits, although they seem healthy, can be stealing your energy and causing inflammation. Subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss the next tips on health, longevity, and wellness for those over 50. Remember, your legs support you, your independence walks on them, and you deserve to take every step with strength, balance, and confidence. See you in the next video. And until then, take care of your body like the gift it is.